Respect isn't something you ask for, it's something you embody. The way you carry yourself, the boundaries you hold, and the energy you protect all send a message before you even speak. So in today's video, I'm showing you exactly how to command respect as a woman without forcing it, chasing it, or explaining yourself. If you're returning, welcome back. But if you're new here, hi, my name is Tiffany, and I make content all about confidence, self-improvement, and becoming the best version of yourself. Now, if that sounds like your vibe, girl, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you. Let's get into it. Now, the foundation of earning respect from others starts with one powerful thing: how you deeply respect yourself. People will always take cues from how you carry and treat yourself. If you constantly downplay your worth, tolerate disrespect, or second guess your voice, others will subconsciously believe that it's okay to treat you the same. This is especially true in both professional and personal spaces. If you don't set the tone, someone else will do it for you, and it likely won't be in your favor. But when you value your time, speak with assurance, and walk into a room with your head high, you silently command respect. It's in the way you carry yourself, how you dress, how you speak, how you show up for yourself, even when no one else is watching. Like self-respect, it shows up in the littlest things. Saying no without guilt, not explaining yourself to people who misunderstand you, and choosing rest when you're burnt out instead of pushing for external validation. It's also about the standards you set, what you allow in your space, who you allow access to your energy, and how firmly you stand on your values. When you respect yourself, you begin to radiate an energy that naturally demands better treatment. You don't have to beg, chase, or force anyone to treat you well. It becomes the standard. I want you to start taking inventory of where you're compromising your self-respect. Is it in your relationships, your job, your friendships, or how you speak to yourself? Then commit to one action this week that affirms your worth. Whether it's ending a toxic conversation, showing up for yourself in the gym, or simply saying, "I deserve better," and acting like it. Self-respect is a daily decision, and every small choice builds the foundation for how the world will reflect it back to you. And once you begin valuing yourself, the next step is to protect that value by setting clear boundaries. Don't get it twisted. Boundaries are not walls. They're guidelines that teach people how to treat you. As a woman, especially in environments where you may feel pressure to be agreeable or accommodating, setting boundaries can feel uncomfortable at first. But it's one of the most powerful ways to establish respect in your relationships, career, and even with strangers. And saying no doesn't make you rude, and speaking up when something bothers you doesn't make you difficult. And walking away from situations or people that drain your peace is not weakness, it's self-protection. Boundaries are how you honor your time, your energy, your values, and your well-being. The key isn't just to set boundaries, but to enforce them. And that means holding firm even when others test them. So for instance, if you say you're not available after 7 p.m., don't reply to texts or emails that come through at 7:01. If you say you won't tolerate disrespect, don't laugh it off or minimize it when it happens. Address it. Enforcement is what separates a wish from a standard. And it may ruffle some feathers now. Some people may get uncomfortable, especially if they've benefited from you not having boundaries before. But the people who truly respect you will adjust. The rest will reveal themselves, and that's valuable information, girl. I want you to create a non-negotiable list for yourself. Take some time to write down 3 to 5 things that are absolutely non-negotiable in your life. Things you will no longer tolerate from others or yourself. This could be not responding to calls or texts during your personal time. No longer accepting last-minute plans that disrupt your routine. Refusing to engage in gossip or drama. Not explaining your decisions when no is a complete sentence. Having this list creates mental clarity, and it helps you make faster decisions when a boundary is being tested. You don't have to second guess yourself or justify your standards, because you already know what's a yes and what's a no. Revisit this list weekly or monthly to keep yourself aligned and make adjustments as you grow. Strong boundaries start with self-awareness. But boundaries aren't just physical or emotional. They show up in how you speak and carry yourself too. As women, many of us have been conditioned to soften our words, shrink our presence, or constantly apologize. Even when we've done nothing wrong, we say sorry for taking up space, for asking questions, for having needs, or simply for existing too boldly. But over-apologizing sends a subtle message that your presence, your opinions, and your needs are a burden, and that right there erodes the respect that you command. And confidence isn't about being loud or aggressive. It's about being clear and grounded. It's knowing that your voice matters and communicating with conviction. When you believe in what you're saying, people are more likely to believe it too. You don't have to justify every decision, over-explain your no, or seek permission to have an opinion. Speaking with confidence means trusting your voice enough to stand by your words without diluting them. It's dropping filler phrases like, I think, or I'm not sure but, or I could be wrong but, when you're actually making a valid point. And most importantly, confidence is a muscle, and the more you practice using it, the stronger it gets. That means showing up in rooms where you may feel unsure and still choosing to speak up. It means giving yourself permission to be seen and heard, even if your voice shakes. The goal isn't perfection, it's presence. Girl, when you speak with authority and grace, people can't help but to pay attention. Your words carry weight when you believe in them first. Confidence does not ask for permission. It simply enters the room knowing it belongs. I want you to start catching yourself in the act of over-apologizing and downplaying your voice. Instead of saying, sorry for bothering you, try, do you have a moment? Instead of saying, I just wanted to ask, try saying, I have a question. Instead of saying, I might be wrong, but try, here's what I've observed. For the next week, I want you to challenge yourself to remove one apologetic phrase each day and replace it with a clear, direct statement. You don't have to be cold or harsh, just sure of yourself. And watch how your energy shifts and how people begin to respond differently. And as you start using your voice more confidently, you'll realize that you do not have to people please to be accepted or respected. Now, people pleasing, it may feel like kindness on the surface, but more often than not, it's rooted in fear. Fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of not being liked. And as women, we're often raised to be agreeable, nurturing, and accommodating, even at the expense of our own needs. But here's the truth. Constantly bending to meet everyone else's expectations doesn't earn respect. It erodes it. Like when you overextend yourself just to keep the peace or win approval, you send a message that your needs are less important. And over time, people will start to expect your self-sacrifice as the norm. They may take you for granted, and not because they're bad people, but because you've trained them to. True respect, it comes when you honor yourself first. And that doesn't mean you stop being kind or generous. It means you stop betraying yourself to do it. You get to say no without a long explanation. You get to decline invitations without guilt. You get to rest, recharge, and prioritize your goals without constantly wondering if you're letting someone down. You're not responsible for how others feel about your boundaries. You're responsible for protecting your peace. Girl, people will play in your face as long as you keep saying yes just to avoid discomfort. And letting go of people pleasing doesn't mean you care less. It means that you've decided to care for yourself just as much as you care for others. It means you no longer abandon yourself in the name of being liked. Because at the end of the day, the most respectful thing you can do for you and for everyone around you is to be honest about what you need, where you stand, and what you're no longer willing to compromise. Letting go of people pleasing also creates space to stand firmly in your values without needing approval. In a world full of shifting opinions, trends, and social pressure, being a woman who stands firm in her values is both rare and powerful. Like when you know who you are and what you stand for and live it consistently, you naturally command respect. Why? Because people may not always agree with you, but they can't deny your integrity. Standing firm in your values means you don't sway just to fit in. You don't compromise your principles just to be liked, included, or accepted. You don't stay silent when something goes against your moral compass. It's choosing character over comfort. And sometimes it means standing alone. But that kind of conviction builds trust. It shows others that you're not just reacting to life. You're anchored in something deeper. Whether it's honesty, loyalty, faith, discipline, or respect for others, your values should be reflected in how you speak, how you treat people, and how you handle adversity. And trust me, girl, you will be tested. People may challenge you, question you, or even walk away. But your ability to remain grounded, even when it's inconvenient, is what separates women who are merely liked from women who are deeply respected. Girl, don't let pressure make you crash out and go against what you know is right. And here's the thing, being value-driven doesn't mean being rigid or judgmental. It means you lead with integrity, even when no one's watching. It means you're the same person in private that you are in public. It means your words and actions match. And that quiet consistency, it builds a reputation that speaks for itself. People may forget what you did or said in the moment, but they'll remember how consistently you showed up. When you are known for standing firm in your values, you won't have to fight for respect. It will follow you. And when your values are clear, it becomes easier to stay grounded emotionally, even when life or people try to shake you. Now, there will always be things outside of your control, girl. What people say, how they behave, and what life throws at you. But the one thing you do have power over is how you choose to respond. And that choice is where true strength and respect are built. Emotional maturity isn't about never feeling angry, frustrated, or hurt. It's about learning how to manage those emotions so they don't control you. Anyone can react impulsively or lash out when triggered, but grace under pressure? Now that takes intention, self-awareness, and growth. Think of it like driving in traffic, right? You can't control who cuts you off, but you can choose not to roll your window down and start yelling. When you remain calm and composed in difficult situations, you send a message that you're not easily shaken or manipulated. You show people that you're grounded in self-control, not driven by chaos or ego. And this doesn't mean being passive or avoiding confrontation. It means knowing when to speak, how to speak, and whether a situation even deserves your energy. Women who carry emotional discipline often command a quiet authority. They don't need to yell to be heard. They don't need to clap back to make a point. Their power lies in their presence and how they choose to hold it, especially when things get hard. And here's the truth, not everything deserves a reaction. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is protect your peace by choosing silence, walking away, or letting people misunderstand you without trying to prove your point. And that's not weakness, girl, that's wisdom. The next time you feel triggered, I want you to give yourself a pause buffer. Instead of reacting immediately, whether it's to a text, an email, or a comment, pause for 60 seconds. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? What's the outcome I want from this? How can I respond in a way that honors my peace? You'll be surprised how many things lose their power when you choose not to react out of impulse. And you'll find that that kind of emotional discipline naturally flows into how you move, with intention, direction, and purpose. Now, there's something magnetic about a woman who walks with purpose. She doesn't have to announce herself or convince anyone of her worth. Her energy says it all. When you carry yourself like you know where you're going, people instinctively treat you with more respect, because confidence in your direction creates confidence in your presence. Walking in purpose doesn't mean you have every detail of your life figured out. It means you're intentional. You know what you value, what you're working toward, and what you're no longer entertaining. Imagine walking through the airport, right? You got your carry-on with you. You got your head high. You know where your gate is, and you know your flight. That's purpose. People step aside when you move like that. That clarity shapes the way you speak, the way you make decisions, and the way you show up in the world. When you tapped in like that, distractions cannot throw you off your square. When a woman is rooted in her purpose, she becomes less reactive to distractions and more focused on what truly matters. She's not easily swayed by comparison, criticism, or chaos, because her eyes are fixed on where she's going, not what everyone else is doing. And this kind of direction creates boundaries naturally. It helps you say no without guilt, avoid drama without apology, and distance yourself from anything or anyone that doesn't align with where you're headed. People respect what they can't easily influence or manipulate, and purpose gives you that unshakable foundation. Now, if you're still watching, girl, and this video is resonating with you, drop this emoji in the comments. That's our reminder to carry ourselves like the queens we are. Worthy, confident, and respected. And y'all know I love seeing who's really in tune with this energy. And part of walking in purpose is knowing that not everything needs to be shared, and that privacy can be powerful. In the age of constant sharing, where everyone seems to be broadcasting their every thought, struggle, or move online or offline, there's something incredibly powerful about a woman who knows how to keep parts of her life private. Not secretive, just sacred. Because the truth is, not everyone deserves full access to you. I actually have an entire video on why it's important to move in silence. I'll link that card above if you haven't seen it yet. But I do want to touch on it briefly here, because protecting your privacy plays a huge role in how people perceive and respect you. Oversharing often comes from a desire to be understood, validated, or accepted. But when you reveal too much too soon, whether in conversations, relationships, or online, you risk diluting your power. Mystery is not about playing games. It's about holding your life with intention and protecting your peace. When people can't read you completely, they pay more attention to you. When you're selective about what you share, you train others to approach you with more care and respect. Your life isn't an open book for everyone to flip through. It's a story that unfolds on your terms, and that alone commands quiet authority. I want you to take inventory of what you're currently sharing, whether on social media, at work, in friendships, or in casual conversations. Then ask yourself, is this information adding value or unnecessarily exposing myself? And remember, privacy isn't about hiding, it's about preserving. And a woman who knows how to hold her peace with intention is a woman people respect without needing to know everything about her. But even with self-awareness and privacy, your environment plays a major role, because the people around you either reflect or reject the respect you've built for yourself. No matter how much inner work you do, your environment still matters. You can be confident, grounded, and full of self-respect. But if you're constantly surrounded by people who dismiss your boundaries, minimize your worth, or show up when it's convenient, that energy will eventually wear on you. Respect is much easier to maintain when it's mutual. You shouldn't have to beg, prove, or convince anyone to treat you well. If you're constantly chasing validation or shrinking yourself to be accepted, that's a sign you're in the wrong environment, girl. The right people don't need to be persuaded to value you. They recognize your worth without explanation. When you surround yourself with people who already see you, your strengths, your boundaries, your heart, you naturally rise. You don't have to constantly defend your decisions or justify your standards. You're free to grow, to evolve, and to show up as your full self, knowing that respect is the baseline, not a reward. I want you to evaluate your current circle. Who energizes you? Who drains you? Who respects your boundaries? And who constantly pushes past them? Commit to spending more intentional time with the people who make you feel seen, safe, and supported. At the same time, begin setting healthy distance for those who chip away at your confidence and make you question your worth. Respect isn't something you should constantly fight to earn. In the right environment, it's something that you simply receive and return. Girl, respect starts with how you show up. When you carry yourself with confidence, clarity, and conviction, the world responds accordingly. Now, if this video empowered you, girl, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps more women find this message. And if you're serious about leveling up, make sure you watch my video, 8 Daily Habits of Successful Women. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you there.